Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I'm your host, Fluffy Armchair Admiral, and today I'm going to tell you a few words about RailRoute, which is a nice rail dispatcher simulation game that is going to be released in about 2 months, in June 2021, hopefully. Right now, there is a demo available to download for free on Steam. The link will be in description down below the video. To be fair, I spotted this game by accident and, well, I decided to pick it up, have a look at it, and, well, I'm really impressed. While normally I do not actually play this kind of games, it is quite addicting. I have to say this is very addicting title, and I really had a blast with it. So I think you're gonna like it, especially if you are a rail fan. If you would like to try yourself with this game, well, head on to the description down below the video. There will be a link to Steam Store, and you can actually try it for free. Right. Anyway, without any further ado, let's jump into the game and let's, well, say a few words about it. Right, so here we are in the main menu of the game. As you can see, it's very simple. However, I really like the design. It's not something I can tell about many of the games, but this game is really well designed in terms of how the menu looks, how you move, how easy it is to actually catch this game up. It's very simple. It's definitely very simple, and it's absolutely addicting, as I said before. Anyway, from the design standpoint, yeah, I got nothing to add. The game looks as you can see it, and it's really nice. I absolutely love it. There are a few things that I dislike about it, but I'll get to that a little bit later. You got basically very simple menu. You can start playing and select your map. There are currently 5 maps in the game. There is a tutorial, Prague, which is endless game mode, Washington DC, which is also an endless game mode. You got Wakefield, which is timetable mode, and Wading de Willamette, which is also a timetable mode. Right, I'm gonna cover I'm gonna cover game modes in a minute. Before that, well, let's jump to the editor. And as you can see, you can design your own map. You can create it. You get a blank, well, canvas basically. And you put various different things. You can lay tracks. You can eventually put some tunnels in and various different things. And finally, you can eventually make, you can eventually make yourself a map and play on it. You can either create a timetable mode or endless game mode map. You can share it on Steam Workshop. However, in demo, I think you can't download anything from the workshop and play it. But whatever you will do, you can upload it to workshop, and, well, other players that will eventually buy the game later on can play it. Right, let's leave this. Let's go back to main menu. Finally, we got options menu, which is very simplistic. You can adjust music volume, sound volume, and there are not too many sounds. However, well, you can still adjust their volume. The video options are very simplistic. You can switch between full screen, windowed, or borderless full screen window. Obviously, adjust resolution and FPS limit with some predefined values up to 240 FPS. It's not that it really matters. I'm using 60 FPS for, well, recording purposes, but normally I could go a little bit higher, I guess. You can change the language, and here's a nice surprise. the game has been translated to quite a few languages. I'm not gonna lie. Providing that it's been done by a two-man studio called Bitrich. That's literally two guys, as they advertise it on the game store page on Steam. It's basically, well, they advertise it as 2 gigs making fun project. It is really fun project, indeed. You can change the background. So as you could see, when I launched editor, there was like a background showing some fake, like a height map or something. You can turn it off, and then you will get probably black screen or like a whatever that is color. Yeah, like a dark background. You can turn on chromatic aberration. No jokes. Well, it is being used for animations of train lights and obviously 2D lights. To be fair, the game is so small it should run on anything, literally. You can also adjust UI scale. I've already did that for myself, but as you move the slider, it will get smaller or larger. So you can adjust it to your screen. You can always reset it if you are not happy with it. Right, so let's get to play menu. And before I will start anything, let's talk a few words about the game modes. So there are 2 game modes. One of them is endless mode, where you basically start, you got access to like 2 or 3 platforms. Usually it's 4 platforms at the start. You got some pre-designed line, and the trains will keep coming all over again. So you will route one train, then you will have another train to route. You will accept contracts, and they will give you some sort of money and points, and you can spend those points to expand this rail line. So buy access to different platforms on various different stations, lay your track layout, and obviously as you keep going routing trains and expanding, the game will eventually become more and more difficult. At the very beginning, you got like 2 trains in a loop, so it's very easy to route. You can farm some money, and then obviously at one point you will start accepting more and more contracts as you want to progress. And when you progress high enough, you will have a massive layout. And I have to admit, Prague is absolutely huge. Washington DC is a bit smaller, but the game has some cool progression. You obviously unlock new features, new types of signals, new tracks and stuff like that. So it's really a game mode that you're gonna sink in many hours into. I'm not gonna show it today because it would take ages to fully showcase it. So you can download the demo and try it yourself. However, what I'm gonna do today is jump into timetable mode, waiting the Willamette. I think I loaded the last save game. Hopefully, oh, it's 1:15. Let me just restart it so we can start from the get-go. And in this scenario, I have to route 17 trains along these tracks. Obviously, each train will have its own destination, and they will keep arriving from all these various yards and other places. Nothing will arrive from Union Station. However, there will be trains that I will have to send there to eventually perform a stop. I will be playing mostly in real time. I might pause the game to eventually tell what I'm doing and explain it. So I will be playing very slow today. But as you can see, we got time compressions. So if your next train is about to arrive in 10 minutes, then obviously use time compression and go through that 10 minutes. The faster you will go through the entire scenario, and it's not counted in real time. So basically the game actually expects you to use time compression, the more extra points you're gonna get for time. Obviously I'm gonna get maximum 10 points because I'm gonna play in real time. Right, so let's get this thing going. Vancouver, let's accept this train. And he's going to go to Union Station 1. So let's route him really quick. And here he is. Perfect. Right. So let's talk about routing trains. As you could see, it took me like 2-3 clicks, and that's perfectly fine. It went really fast. You just press on the signal, press on next destination, and it's locked. The signal turns green, and it's reserved. And you can then route wherever you want it. You can always release the signal. So when you release it, you just want to right-click it, and it's released. And finally, you can also queue the signals. So you might want to repeat the route after the train has passed. It's very useful when you have multiple trains going along the same tracks and you are sending them one after another. Right, we got something coming from Albina Yard, track 4. Let's accept this train. Perfect. He's going to stop here. One thing that I really dislike about this game is the fact that whenever something is popping up on either of these stations or tracks, you don't get any sort of a bell or ring to bring your attention that something is arriving. So you have to keep an eye on each of these ends, because when they start blinking, if you don't accept train on time, the train will obviously be delayed. And you don't want to delay trains, because for a delayed train, you will keep losing points. I'm not sure if there will be any sort of a system that will allow you to do anything with those points, but I look forward to see if developers will come up with something. Right, this guy is going to Salem 2, so let me quickly route him. You are going through here. Perfect. Right. There are also 2 types of different signals. I basically forgot about it. So these are automatic signals. So when you press on it and connect it to somewhere, it will automatically change all the switches. You can always release it, but it won't change the switches back. These signals, which have very different symbol, or that rounded symbol, are semi-automatic signals. So you have to manually set the route, and when you turn it on, it will reserve entire route to the next signal, regardless of what it is set. Right, we got so many trains arriving. Albina Yard, you can come in, and you can come in. You can get in here. Perfect. Great. You are going to Troutdale 1, which is here. Obviously, you won't be able to go through this junction just yet, but I can basically reserve your route. This guy is going to Vancouver 1. Right. You won't actually interrupt with this guy, so I can reserve your route all the way to Vancouver 1. Perfect. And thanks to the fact that I can queue that, as soon as this guy goes through here and clears this junction, that signal is going to change those switches and send FR153 all the way to Vancouver. Perfect. Right, we got 8:03. The next train is going to be from Albina Yard to Salem 1. I think he's going to have some time. Yeah, okay. Perfect. Oh, it looks like this guy is going to make it before FR153. That's perfect. However, this guy will most likely have to move before FR178 will have to go. So what I can do is to queue this guy's orders to go to Salem 1. Okay, we got something arriving on Albina Yard Track 2. There we go. And again, that lack of sound signal is a bit disturbing, I'm not gonna lie. I would prefer to have some sort of a bell. If you watched my videos from Train Driver 2, where I took signaler's position or dispatcher's position, you probably noticed that from time to time there is a loud ring that you can hear, and that's exactly what I'm talking about. This ring is supposed to bring your attention that there is something that wants to arrive. You don't know where, but it brings your attention to all those buttons. You don't get that. So, well, it's a bit sad. It would be really nice to have that feature. Right, 806. Okay, this guy has its route set. Then we got 808 to Vancouver 1. We're gonna release him really soon. Okay, that looks good. This guy is going to Troutdale 1. And he's gonna be there on time. Perfect. Is there anything else arriving? That's a good question. Right. You're gonna go to Vancouver 1. I can actually queue your route right now. I think it's appropriate time. So as soon as FR394 is going to leave the station and enter this block signaling, this guy is going to leave and head behind him. Perfect. Okay, we are looking good. We are definitely looking very good. One thing to notice, you need to be very careful while queuing orders, because if you queue too many of them, you might run yourself into trouble. So, well, when I tried this a few times, and I tried to queue too many things at the same time, you might not notice when something goes wrong. And when something goes wrong, you're going to send the train to the wrong track. And you don't want to do that. Sending two trains on the same track by accident might not be the best idea. Right, this guy is going to Union Station 3, so I can route him. Then this guy is going to go to Vancouver. Perfect. And this guy, I can actually route him already. He's going to go to Salem 2. Okay, so I can send him out. Perfect. Also, EN27 has to turn around at Union Station. Unfortunately, it's a double-headed train, same as this one. The head of the train is represented by that icon with two bars. So this guy can go in either direction and the locomotive will be on the front. If you switch his direction, the driver will just move to a different locomotive. If you switch direction of a train that has a single head, unfortunately the game, I think, doesn't support that feature yet. And the train will just go backwards and you will get notification that the locomotive is not at the front. Right, this guy is moving out to Vancouver. This guy will soon leave for Salem. And this guy, we need to send him to DP interchange. So I'm going to queue his signal. all the way to the interchange. Perfect. We should be right on time with everyone. Are we? I think we are. Okay, yeah. Right. That's good. Oh, there is something else arriving from Vancouver. And that's freight train 218. He's going to be passing all the way to Salem too. So I'm going to send him up until here for now. Or, you know what? I'm going to send him there. So as soon as this guy is going to clear this way, that guy is going to stop on this signal. He has to be at Salem 2 at 19 past 8. The thing is that this guy who leaves at he's going to leave at 10 past 8. Yeah, there we go. I keep forgetting what I'm supposed to say. Oh, Troutdale. Yes, please. You're gonna arrive. I can route you up until here, where you are going. Albina Yard 4. So I can, for now, send you all the way up here. And now I can send you to Albina Yard 4. Perfect. Because his route is already set. That's good. Perfect. You should be right on time. Good. Good. It looks like everything is going really well. Right, so this freight train is going to stop in here. And I think they're going to be at this junction pretty much at the same time. But I'm going to stop this guy because he's slower. Send him first because he needs to get to Salem or to OP interchange first. And then, where are you going? Union Station 2. So I'm going to route you to Union Station 2. And then what am I, what was I saying? Oh, yeah. And then after you pass this junction, then I'm going to send FR218. I think they're going to be pretty much at the same time. Okay, things are looking good. You are moving out at 16 past. There we go. I can turn you around. You can either right-click on the train or left-click on it and press reverse. But right-clicking is much faster. Okay, perfect. So this guy went through. Now the route was set for this guy. This guy is just leaving from here, but he is moving at a... okay, he's doing 80 kilometers per hour. So we'll see who's gonna get first. I can always release the signal for FR112, but he is moving on a straight track. So potentially, I'm looking at getting this guy through first. We'll see. We'll see. I still got 14 trains to route. Okay, that is good. Yeah, I think FR112 is going to be first. It's going to start leaving really soon before FR218 is going to get to this junction. He's moving very, very slow. Okay, so I should be all right. There are still some more trains coming. Oh, there is something arriving from Salem. I can't yet accept it because the track is not free. There we go. I can send this guy as far as here. And then he is going to Union Station 1. So I'm going to queue that up. And as soon as this junction gets free, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Come on, come on, come on, come on. It's gonna be very tight fit. Nothing is blinking, nothing is blinking. Perfect. Yeah, just as I expected. Come on. Union Station 1. And now you gonna be scheduled here, 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 and here. Perfect. Okay. Now, you're gonna leave at 16 past to Vancouver 1. So I'm gonna set your route. I'm gonna preset that and queue everything. Perfect. Okay, and at 17 past, you're gonna leave for Salem 2. Oh, and I'm gonna have to wait for this train, CS14, to get into platform 1 first. Right, so that is gonna be very tight fit. Okay, this guy is waiting for first block signal to clear by FR112. But we need that because he needs to be at OP interchange in 1 minute. Right, so now he gets a green signal. He's moving out. By then, he should be able to clear the signal. Okay. EM27 is gonna leave in 30 seconds. Perfect. I need to wait for this guy, so I have to observe that. But in the meantime, I might get a notification from another place. Okay. So as soon as the last wagon of this guy is gonna pass, I have to set the switches and prepare this guy for departure. Otherwise, I might not make it. Oh, something is coming from Vancouver. And he is going to St. John's 1. For now, I will send him here. There is something coming from Salem. Okay, and you are going to Union Station 2. For now, I'm going to send you here. Because I first need to release Union Station. Okay. Perfect. Right, so this can be set. Okay. Okay. Perfect. This can be set. And you can be sent out all the way to Salem 2. Perfect. Right on time. Just look at this. 2 seconds. Wow. That was very, very close. Right. So now, who goes first? You need to be at St. John's 1 in 10 minutes. And you need to be at Union Station in 3 minutes. Right. You're gonna go first. You go to Union Station 2. Right. Perfect. And you are going to Vancouver 1 at 8:20. Okay. Okay. Wow, everything will be just on time. That's how tight fit you will have between trains on this mode. It is really nice. It definitely uses a lot of organization skills. And if you're going to delay a train by any accident, then obviously you're going to lose points. But for now, yeah, things are looking good. Perhaps I should have... You know what? If I would send this guy onto this truck, yeah, it won't make too much of a difference, to be fair. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna send him to this truck. He's doing 80 kilometers per hour, perfect. Okay, OP interchange. And Salem 1. This guy is going to Albina Yard 3. I'm gonna send him here. And this guy has to wait till 8:21. So I can keep him waiting for now. Perfect. You are gonna go first. Where are you going? St. John's 1. Perfect. So you can carry on. Now, you are going to Albina Yard 3. So I can actually route you all the way to this block signals. You can now leave to Vancouver 1. Perfect. Just on time. Wow. Wow. Right on time. You have to remember a lot of information, otherwise you will fail. I actually just in time managed to release this train, so it won't be delayed. Right. Now this guy has to go to Albina Yard 1. So I can send you up in here. And for now, you can actually follow through where you should follow. That is a good question. Huh. Okay, I'm gonna send you on this track. And this guy is going to Salem 2. No, so I'm not gonna send you on this track. Oh, I will have to send you on one of the trucks. Right. So, this freight train is gonna go to Salem 2. I got 7 trains. Okay, I can schedule you. Perfect. Right. I should be able to squeeze in FR 113 before FR 867. But what I may as well do is to send him on this track all the way here. And where are you going? Albina Yard 1. So Albina Yard. I'm not going to schedule that yet. Okay, you are going to Albina Yard 3. So you're going to get there first. Perfect. 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 We got 6 trains, and I think all of them are currently on their way. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, all of them are currently on the map, so there is nothing more arriving from anywhere. Okay. Perfect. Perfect. So I'm actually glad that I haven't released that signal just yet. This guy is going to Salem too. Perfect. Just on time. Just on time. Everyone is scheduled. And all I have to do is wait for them to actually arrive. Oops, I slowed down this guy. But I should be all right. Ah, delay 2 minutes. Ah, see, that was my mistake. My huge mistake was to not set this signal properly, and he got stopped at the block signaling instead of entering it at the right time. If he would have entered at the right time, I would be able to schedule him all the way to Albina Yard, and he would be on time. I would get 390 points, but I lost 4 points for the delay. So as you can see, as soon as I pressed time compression, well, that's how it ended. Yeah. So guys, that was it. That was RailRoute for you. I hope you enjoyed it. It's really nice and entertaining game. When you keep practicing it, you might be able to route the trains much faster than I did. I hope I kept you entertained for the past 37, 38 minutes. And I hope you're going to return to my channel. Thank you very much for watching. If you liked this video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe. If you want to get informed about my new content, hit that notification bell button and don't forget to share your comments down below. Have a great day and see you all later. Later. Out.